your man to Biafra with Ronobala. Well, both also move on the Biafra on your women. Come on, no, plan on a problem, no one can come away and must say it to a man care back because when they try to work at Biafra way. Can this you join one in the way? When I don't get your wedding goes, you were China Banino. I know what it was going. When you also kind of selling him over one. I went out of an apple and kept to him, me no more was like a back on one in the Kiwa Pocatan, no lemon knowledge and Latina, who has then so big and I am a wacky with Yanni Biafra. None happening on one young Nachinakan. The Paganina can actually is a better goes. I when I see only one Nachinakan, no, you didn't meet when you're banana and a Hona Suso. When I hold you mother than to Nanki. Money in the Asia, now never to go and keep bread and goes. God, I believe it a mouse who were in the Gassinesia and Asia, no more Biafra Boom Chineka. I got your hands on Mamma told him, I go to the Felibanova, who were more than a baby. He said, how can I so much in the Kaina was? We are here to preach the gospel of heaven, the gospel of truth and redemption. Because as always, we are incorruptible, without blemish, whiter than white and whiter than snow. That is why we defend the truth with every vigor. That is why you cannot go anywhere and hear that these people at one time were derailed because Elohim is with us. We must proceed this very evening.
That is why we speak the truth. We will never shy away from the truth because of time, because I believe that Mazichina Sanworu will be coming online soon. Because of time, let me just proceed wherever we are, so I don't know if they are already online. Let me find out. If they are already online, then we have to switch. But for now, I wanted to quickly reiterate, or quickly not reiterate, treat this issue of Oraka, the man called Oraka, before we connect to Radio Biafra. I want you to share the video. Don't forget to like the video. If you like the video, it is for free to like the video. You can actually reach X the video. Those watching on X, you can reach with those watching on YouTube. You can actually share the video. Click the like button. If you're watching on Facebook, you actually click the like button, share the video, and algorithm will also do the sharing. You're welcome to this program, Great and Wonderful People of Biafra. While we are still facing the constraint and the shadow ban of Facebook, we must continue. They are actually, taking it very hard on us. They are giving it to us, woto. Facebook is giving it to us. They do not want us to talk. You remember each and every time that we need to come out, to promote some agenda. Hope Uzodinma is there, Tinubu is there, the obedient movement is there. So there is many things that is actually causing Facebook to, suppress what we are doing online. So we are not surprised though. We are not surprised. But the most important thing that we need to understand is that those who are peddling lies against our people, against the indigenous people, those who are peddling lies, they should know that their lies will never stand the test of time. And if you look at it, there is a man called Oraka. I have to go straight to the point because there is something this man said that I want to actually talk about. What this man said in this video is what I want to talk about. I want to take a few minutes to address what he said, because if you continue to listen to these people talking, whenever they come online, they will be actually talking as if they know anything, as if there is something in their brain. You will believe that this person has tried and see that, remember, these are obedient movement. This is one of the obedient movement. It was all about obedient. If we Biafrans, if you do not support obedient, and we will know Igbos don't love themselves. Has come and gone. The movement has come and gone. Now obedient, Peter Obi is telling them to postpone a revolution. Since when have you seen anybody postponing a revolution? That is one thing you need to understand. Peter Obi is calling on these people to postpone a revolution. I have been telling you this time without number. Share this video, click the like button so that we will move forward. I have been telling you people time without number that Peter Obi does not mean well for anybody. Those who are championing obedient, to get your PVC, how far? It is time that you need to start questioning Peter Obi. What is the meaning of let's postpone the revolution? You need to ask that man, because everything in politics, it is all about, each time there is politics, people sponsor them. They don't take out money from their pocket, they get sponsorship. So whether they lose or they win, they are winning. That is one thing we need to understand. So if Peter Obi is telling you to postpone a revolution, that means Peter Obi has never been sincere. He wants you to be suffering until the next 4 to 8 years. Then the shenanigan of we're going to election tribunal starts. We're going to Supreme Court to start again. Then everything, because each and everything these people are doing, it is all about taking you back to the status quo. Each and every time they use the same modus operandi in order to deceive you, in order to pull you back to your suffering mode, to your survival mode. That's what these people continue to do to you. And if you cannot shake it off and say enough is enough, you will continue to be deceived by politicians. You will continue to be deceived by politicians. Hope Uzodinma is promising people heaven on earth whilst burning people, innocent people houses in Imo State. Burning innocent people houses in Imo State. The so-called one Nigeria. Anybody who want to deal with you, they can equally deal with you without question asked. Nobody is going to call them to account. Nobody is going to ask them how far on your behalf, except IPOB, who have stood the test of time in order to protect and speak for our people, because we are the voice of the voiceless. And that is the reason why we are pushing back anything that we have seen in sign that it is coming to exploit or destroy our people, because we are trying to push you out of this, mess that we have found ourselves into. Basically, it is very, very imperative that our people know Anyen and Kalalala. We have told you that we will, allow Peter Obi and the Ezife, all these people, to go out there and say, try their luck for Igbo presidency. If you are not careful, Peter Obi will tell you wait until another 4 years. And the next 4 years, it is going to be the same process. Except if Fulanis achieve their assignment on this on the sitting president. Because you know that I've told you time without number, they have a plan against him. If they're able to succeed with that plan, then it means that he goes into another Fulani man. If he goes into another Fulani man, maybe the next 4 years another story will come, because Peter Obi, Igbo man, can never be Nigeria president. It is actually, an arrangement made by Britain and Fulani. They can try Yorubas. They give Yorubas because they know, they are also controlling them somehow. So it is very, very important for our people to understand that you are going nowhere. No one is going to actually look. No one is going to, do anything on your behalf except you doing something for yourself. And if you cannot help yourself, no one is going to help you. Pete Obi delayed you. How long have you been chasing after this Igbo presidency? Since 2021, right? You know, since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, basically after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everybody started to replacing, you know, the trend with get your PVC. Immediately after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, get your PVC started. And I believe that these Igbo politicians were promised that this man is going to scuttle your chance of becoming Igbo president. So let us find a way to bring him back and lock him up or even kill him. But they saw that we stood, you know, solidly behind the man Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We stood solidly behind him. They couldn't harm him. Now, have they given you Igbo presidency? The answer is no. All of this so-called elite in Biafra land, they are well aware of what I'm talking about. You are well aware of what I'm saying. Because you people in cohort with the Buhari administration, with Tinubu's plan also, made a plan to make sure that this man is brought back to Nigeria for arbitrary detention. Because that's what he is on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in arbitrary detention. He committed no crime. Even when the court of a competent jurisdiction, you know, gave him discharged him and acquitted him. Now, Peter Obi is coming with another strategy to delay you. Because all they are doing is to continuously delay the Biafra project while trying to give you a hope. While there is no hope. They give you a hope where there is no hope. Peter Obi, come out from your daydreaming. You can never be Nigeria presidency. Or you can never be in the Nigeria presidency or president. And you know that. You know that. Just for the fame and all these things. You guys have been trying all these things since when? Since 1970. You guys have been trying to see if you will make to Nigeria presidency. Did you make it? The answer is no. You believe that it is because of celebrities. Almost all celebrities in Nigeria rallied against about you, Peter Obi. Did you get the Igbo presidency? The answer is no. So why are you then telling people to postpone a revolution? Are you the enemy of the people? Are you for the people? Or are you the enemy of the people? The answer is that Peter Obi is the enemy of the progress of the people. The indigenous people that found themselves in Nigeria that is actually going through this survival process that Britain and Nigeria Fulani placed them into. We are in a survival mode. That is why anybody can do anything for money, including lies. That is because of that. And we need to fight, you know, seriously to make sure that we take ourselves and our people out of this survival mode. Because if we cannot, our children, if we cannot take our people out of this, ourselves out of this survival mode, your children will grow up. They will also be in even worse survival situation. They will never leave. Just like we have never lived. So many of you, maybe you managed to be a politician's son. You will never even enjoy the country where you call your own. Why can't you enjoy the country you call your own? Because there is no security, there is no electricity, there is noise pollution everywhere, there is smell everywhere, mosquito bite, malaria, all those things, typhoid, all over the place. Even you who call yourself the children of the politicians or elite, you will find it that you are also running away from the country you call your own. Some of you are scared you might get malaria. Some of you are scared you might get typhoid. You know these sicknesses, they are dread. They are actually very, very serious, illness. It is like a epidemic or endemic in Nigeria. That's what they are. Peter Obi, who is actually can travel to Britain, travel to America, travel to anywhere at any point. He has the money. There are sponsors. He is telling you ordinary person who cannot even afford hot meal 3 times a day to postpone a revolution that will see you actually, start living instead of living in a survival mode. No. If you continue to live on a survival mode, you are living it, and your posterity will continue where you stopped. Because at the end of the day, you might get sick. There is no hospital that will cater for your sickness. So what are we doing? What are we telling ourselves? Why are we allowing these people who had already bettered their lives to now speak for us, speak on our behalf? Believe you me, Peter Obi does not mean well for you. He doesn't care about you. The only thing Peter Obi care about is to go into Aso Rock, become the first citizen. The wife become the queen mother of Nigeria. What do you call it? First lady of Nigeria. That's the only thing that he is looking for. For him to come out and mention postpone a revolution, that is utter rubbish. That is to show you he has never been with you. You guys are not on the same level. Forget all this pretense. Anybody who will come and tell you to delay your success for a minute is your enemy. Anybody who will come to tell you delay your freedom if for a minute is your enemy. It's your enemy. He knows that in 2027, you will come out in your numbers, rally about him, or 2026. You will come out in your numbers, rallying about obedient, because he knows that the format does not get old when it comes to black man, especially black man you find in Nigeria. This format can never actually, get old. Format, change. But when it comes to black man in Nigeria, the format will never get old. This format of obedient, we get your PVC, a new Nigeria. New Nigeria from where, Peter Obi? Did the people who created Nigeria have agreed? Did they agree for a new Nigeria? Did they agree? New Nigeria to take you to where? Are you aware, Peter Obi, that Nigeria is a confederation? But there is power, what do you call this this type of what you are doing in Nigeria? Nigeria that is supposed to be a confederation. But Nigeria is running where a president, one man, make decision for the whole nation of 200 million people. The decision that they make once they go in there, they practice nepotism. When they go in there, they practice favoritism. And you will never ever see them employing people or deploying people to positions at merit. They will deploy people because they are their brother. They will deploy people because these people will be able to, they are compatible in their own crime. That's the people they are actually, deploying. This is the problem you have. Now let us listen to this man called Oraka, one of the obedient movement. Let us listen to him, because there is something I want to teach that man. He is a confused man. Listen to him.
I don't want to offend my Igbo brothers. Please don't be offended.
I don't also want to offend you. Please don't be offended too. I do not want to offend you.
Has to be said. Or certain things have to be said. You know, Edo people and their Oba, they don't take their Oba play. They know they take their culture play. The Edo people, they take their culture very, 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 very sacrosanct. They don't play with it. Even sometimes, if I want to talk, I fear Edo man and the Oba and Igbo and Biafra than Igbo and his Biafra. So, I've been wondering, this new mission of trying to redefine people from their history, where are you going with this? Where is it going to take us to? I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa, I'm Yoruba, I'm this. Where does this tribal affinity, where is this tribal affinity?
Very confused man.
Take us to? I must not be Igbo to be free. The German must not be Igbo to be free. So
Listen.
where are we going with this? You see, I'll see some people going into Asaba. What do you call water in your place?
Okay. This confused man is getting jealous because Igbos are reuniting with their own, with themselves. Igbos are reuniting. Igbos are recognizing their lost, tribes. Igbos are recognizing the people that have serious connection, bloodline, their bloodlines. Igbos are recognizing. And this is not, IPOB is not the one doing it. Because we have seen many people who are going on that journey. Kudos to them. Someone like Nnamen TV, kudos to him. We have seen them going on this journey. Doesn't have anything to do with IPOB. Nnamen have never told you or say anything about IPOB. He is just doing that because he believes it is something that he has a calling for, or it is something that makes him happy to locate his own people wherever they are actually, divided and placed. Then it becomes problem to this man called Oraka. Or is it Raka or Raka? I don't even want to know his name. He is a confused element. We know you don't need to. No one is forcing you to be Igbo. No one is forcing you. But as long as we have our people who we have the same, we have connections, we have to reunite with them. Do you know what is called family reunion? Because you are in the zoo. You don't know anything. Even a white man normally do family reunion when they see that their families are no longer in talking terms, or it's been a while, or there is something, they will call for a family reunion, because we are going into a freedom. We are going to build our own nation, and it takes two to tangle. If two understands each other, they work together. And you cannot speak the minds of all these people. You cannot speak their mind. People who are being, reached to actually understand their dialect, their language. They say, what do you call them, Millie? That is what is your problem, right? Your problem is that the people who are speaking Igbo are being recognized as Igbos. And it becomes your problem. We are not asking you or any Yoruba man or any person from Edo to become Igbo. The most important thing that it is actually, there is something we used to say. The difference here is very clear. The most important thing is that we are reaching out to our people. We are reaching out to our people to reunite with our people, to redefine our existence. That is exactly what we are doing. Because the primary plans of these people who are doing this to us, it is make sure we will not have unity. We don't understand ourselves. We don't understand that we have one parent, we have one mom, we had one dad, we have one origin. That is exactly the biggest fear. That is the reason why you see them start threatening all these people that are going about reuniting our people, calling for a family reunion. These people are being, mad about it. They will explain tire. And the only thing we know that nothing should happen to any of our people who are going to look for our bloodline and reuniting them. That is a family reunion. These people are not IPOB. They are not. They didn't tell you they are fighting for freedom. The people who are doing this, and this man is now attributing it to IPOB and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Start talking rubbish. Let's listen to him for you to hear the trash he talks with his mouth.
They don't play with it. Even sometimes if I want to talk, I fear Edo man and Yoruba than Igbo and than Igbo and.
Who asked you to fear Igbo man? Igbo man is not fear. We are not scary. That's why you don't fear us. We are lovely people. That's why you don't fear us. Because the only thing I see is that people who are dealing with a black man are the people that black man loves so much. Or people who call you brother, man, are the people black men take advantage of. That is something I am noticing. If you are good to a Nigerian, those are the people, you will be taken advantage of. But if you are very, strict to them, they will love you. Listen attentively. We don't ask Oraka to fear us or to fear anybody. We ask him to have wisdom, to have sense.
Quite frankly, I don't want to offend my Igbo brothers. Even sometimes, if I want to talk, I fear Edo man and Yoruba than Igbo and Biafra, than Igbo and his Biafra. So I've been wondering, this new mission of trying to redefine people from their history, where are you going with this? Where is it going to take us to? I'm Igbo, I'm Hausa, I'm Yoruba, I'm this. Where does this tribal affinity, where is this tribal affinities going to take us to?
You never ask this question when they are dividing you.
I must not be Igbo to be free.
And no one is forcing you to be Igbo.
German must not be Igbo to be free.
No one is forcing a German to be Igbo.
So where are we going with this? You see, I'll see some people going into Asaba. What do you call water in your place? What do you call tree in your place?
You go explain, Taya.
Just to give the argument that we all emanated from Igbo. What is this rubbish about? Can't we become one and everybody maintains his identity? Look, let me say something that will not be sweet immediately to any of us.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu is too small to determine the history of me.
Wow.
Nnamdi Kanu is but like a small fly to write my history.
Look at his biabia. Are you seeing him? Hi! Ndisoji blacks. Look at the biabia. I'm not even, I am not angry because you say Nnamdi Kanu is too small to determine your history. I'm not angry because you call Nnamdi Kanu a fly. Because everyone knows that, you are nobody. Everyone knows that you are nobody. Is there anything you have done for the people of Nigeria? The answer is no. Have you ever paid any sacrifice for anybody in your family? The answer is no. Maybe only for your children. Because the way I see you, you are a very selfish human being. The reason why you are championing Obi, I know that is what Obi will do for you. It is not as a result of you looking for anything. Because you are still, this is a one Nigerianist who is in denial of being one Nigeria. The reason why I am saying it is not because of what he said about Nnamdi Kanu, but because of what he is actually talking about, we forcing people to be Igbo before they get their freedom. Has anybody forced any Urobo man to become Igbo? The answer is no. Has anyone forced anybody from Igodo to become Igbo? The answer is no. Has anyone forced anybody from anywhere to become Igbo? The answer is no. People are going to do what is called family reunion. And it becomes problem to this This Mbiaji Ananon here the screen Mamali and Mother here. It becomes a problem to this Mbi. Go and explain to him what is the meaning of Mbiaji Ana. Onya Aburanu and Onya Abulanuana. This is just Amaro Mebonyas, you cable Esidipotu Dionya self. When you see people going for family reunion, he said that people are forcing people their ethnic group upon them. This is a confused set of human beings. This is a constructive saboteur. That's what this guy is. A serious constructive saboteur. You know, when you see people like Udene, I can respect Udene, which is Udene Eriozu, that vagabond. I can respect him better than something like this. I can, believe you me, I don't mean to be prejudiced, but I mean to be realistic. I can respect somebody like Udene. You know, compared to this, you know, this man. As you know, because this man you see here, he is a one Nigerianist. Those are the people who are trying all their best to see if this Biafra movement will die, because he does not believe in freedom, because he still believes there is something he will inherit in Nigeria. He believes by criticizing Nigeria today, tomorrow you are standing with Nigeria, the next day you are a constructive saboteur against Biafra, then you will... Dude, Nigeria ain't gonna do anything for you. Nigeria is gonna destroy you. That's what I'm going to tell you. Nigeria is going to destroy you, Mr. Oraka. You don't have sense. You have no sense. You are calling somebody who has taken it upon himself to be in prison for the sake of your freedom. You are calling him small fly. You are calling him small fly. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. A madman will always say you are mad. A madman will always say you are mad. Nnamdi Kanu becomes your problem because he is telling you your history. That history becomes very problematic to you. You have never taken out your time, this man, to come out and educate your own people about their origin, about their history. There has been thousands of migration in the last, 5,000 years. There has been thousands of migration. Do you know who is your first ancestor? Do you know? Do you know the root where you come from? If you knew, why don't you come and tell your people? Since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not tell you your history, he's too small, you are too big. Why don't you do the history telling that people may hear? Because it's all about black people. Why are you not the one doing it? That is only the problem black man has. And if you allow this type of people to come and do it, they do it for their own selfish aggrandizement. Because they want to be the one, because they want to do it with their own selfish aggrandizement. They will never ever do something without, expecting any material benefit. To fight for freedom is not for people who are greedy or people who are hungry. You don't know where you belong. Meanwhile, if you are not speaking the minds of Yoruba people, Yoruba man, one vote. That's why we are calling for referendum. We are not even asking you to come and join Biafra. Because if you come and join Biafra, you will be a sabo. People like you will become a sabo. It is one man, one vote. Anybody who want to go with Biafra, they go with Biafra. If you don't want to go with Biafra, you go and do your own stuff. Be your one Nigerianist. These are the people who will tell you, the Igbos are going after our people because they are looking for oil. We have enough. We have human resources more than any other resources. Do you know how many resources that will be discovered in Igbo land? Do you think that if we are going, leaving you people behind, do you think your life will be better? That is why we are calling Nigeria to do a referendum. Whoever that wants to go with us, go with us. That's it. We don't want to leave anybody who is willing to have their freedom behind. That is how generous and how kind-hearted we are. That's why we are calling for referendum. You're talking about oil. Which oil? In 2030, is it 2030? Europeans will rule out any carbon emission engine. Any carbon emission engine will be ruled out, will be abandoned in Europe in 2030. How many years from now? 7 years to go. There will be no more things that use oil and the carbon. There will be no more fossil fuel. So a lot of resources will be placed behind. So if they are going into renewable energy, electric cars, everything, you are still relying on oil. You see how primitive all these people are. Primitive. They don't move with time. That has been the problem that these people have. This type of people. They might tell you they are oil, they are oil. You know what they call it? Oil. They are oil. Now oil, where man they look for? Do you know how much oil is in Anambra State? Do you know how much oil is in Imo State? I don't know Igbo speaking area. Do you think we need your oil? Have we benefited anything from the oil? But we produce more millionaires in Nigeria than any other ethnic group in Nigeria. Is it from oil? No, it is from human resources. It is from our hard work. So we don't need oil to survive. And then Nnamdi Kanu said it on several occasions. We can even give it all this oil for free. We don't need it to survive. And verily, we don't need it to survive. So, in so saying, we are not forcing anybody to be a Biafran. Believe you me. We are not forcing anybody to be a Biafran. All we are doing is to take, our people to have freedom. Anybody who is willing to join will join. That is the way it is. Okay. We are going to join Radio Biafra very soon. Anybody who wants to join. It is not by force. So all these type of people who are so confused, orally jega about Obi feluoya. Now, you are a very cunning man. He is a cunning man. So whoever that pays him to be a cunning man for him, that person didn't make any mistake. He's a constructive saboteur. That's what he is. So these are the people who will continue to delay you. They go there, they jump there, they jump there. You wouldn't know where they are going. You will be there waiting for them, believing that these people are going to give you freedom. But this set of people are going to deceive their people to the extent that he can even sell his people for the sake of his selfish aggrandizement. That's it. That's exactly what you see from this type of people. Believe you me. You will never get anything good from this type of people. Let me finish the story. Then we'll go to Radio Biafra.
I don't want to talk southeast, the west, and east.
Listen to his history telling.
We were formerly southwest until they splitted us away from southwest and we got midwest.
So why don't you go to southwest?
After midwest, they splitted us to Edo and Delta. There was no time we were part of southeast.
Oh, okay. There was no time we were
part of southeast.
Southeast. This man is a Mugu. He's a Mugu.
So,
how many region do you have in Nigeria? Post amalgamation. How many region was he created in Nigeria post amalgamation? 1914 amalgamation. It was only 3 regions. That is the reason why it is only recognized language. Language recognition. They say it is Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. Those are the only languages recognized in that region, called in that geographical location called Nigeria. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, which is the north, the west, and the east. Those are the regions recognized in Nigeria. Now, He claimed that he is supposed to be in the West. Why aren't you going to the West? Why don't you go to the West and fight with Oduduwas and support them? If it is what pleases your heart. Because we are not forcing anybody. That's why we are calling for referendum. We are calling for referendum. Even if there is people like Udene who does not know who will follow Fulani. Of course, vote to go to Solu Biafra. I got Chuachi as well, just Solu Fulani. So who will follow Fulani and go their way? You think we are forcing people? We don't. All these people, all these Ndefulefu criminals who are coming to tell you Biafra is Biafraud. Biafra is Biafraud because na ha feeling ha get with a promotion. Ha feeling ha get with a position. Naka Jagaban, but Jagaban ga wunu nchani nana. Very soon. Very, very soon ha ga wunu nchani nana. Mando waputano mewe Biafra or immediately when anybody say hello, come I fix you. Maybe Asaredo Kubo call them, hey, come I fix you and let's fight for Jagaban. You know my Jagaban is my father figure. Come we fix you. If Asaredo Kubo collect, remember you my papa. If you collect, remember you my papa. You don't see the shenanigan they are doing now. So all of you, including this Bomo boy from Akwa Ibom, all of them, all of you, if they remember you, make I know. In Biafra. The same man who chose the name, it is a collective agreement. It was a collective agreement. The man who chose Biafra, is he from Igbo land? The answer is no. The answer is no. The name is not a problem. We can get our freedom with Biafra. People can have a referendum and decide what we will call our nation. That's it. It is not a problem. This type of referendum will be conducted by us. If you don't want to take Biafra, we will change it Biafra, but we need to get our freedom. Biafra has been the name that the whole world knows. In the United Nations, Biafra is known there as a nation that existed for 3 years. In 1967 to 1970. That is Biafra. So anybody who comes to tell you it is Biafra, those are the foolish people who does not have, what is called long suffering. They cannot endure, they cannot persevere. Those are the people who believe that once we shout Biafra, Biafra, the money will start getting into their pocket because they know when they monetize their page shouting Biafra, just like you see what Facebook does to us. Sometimes they will suppress your page for 2 years. Sometimes they suppress it for 1 year. Sometimes they will do all they have to do because they saw, no, this issue of Biafra, I know they give money. Oh. This issue of Biafra, hey, they go to see bloggers, they make money. So they will find a way to just tell you Biafra and Biafra so that they will go and see if they will make money. Of course, if you go out there, if you know what you are doing, you will make money. It depends on what you want. We are looking for freedom of our people. And that's what we are doing. That's why we don't look at the Facebook number, because if you look at Facebook numbers, it will actually depress you. It is important for our people to know that you shouldn't allow yourself to be deceived by this type of people. Don't allow yourself to be deceived by this type of confused elements.
Why bring him to court?
They are very, very confused. This type of people are very, very confused. And it is very, very important for also Peter Obi, who is their master, to know that, of course, these people who are following him, I don't see anybody shouting obedient anymore. But the way you shouted obedient, I want you to use that same energy to ask him what is going on. Why are we delaying the revolution? Why do we need to postpone the revolution? Of course, Twinny, if Tinubu can contact him today, he will turn, in fact, he will turn 360. Turn around, in fact, he will turn 360. This type of people, you can never trust them. you should never take him seriously, even if he come and tell you, oh, we are going for Biafra, because it is not what he says in the morning that he will say in the evening. He's one inconsequential human being, very, very inconsequential. But anybody who is actually playing games with the freedom of the people should know you are actually playing games with the freedom of your posterity. That's why I am really determined. No matter what people will say to me on the comment section, or what people will do to me, or no matter what you want to say, as long as I know we are actually speaking the truth and following this freedom, that's what we do. I don't even see you. If I respond to your message on the comment section, it means that, I want to educate you a little bit. But if you become ignorant, I will stop responding to your messages. Or just like those who are doing ordinana teaching and omenana teaching, I have called for them to come so that we will have our own, we will try to understand where they are coming from, where they are going. Because the trajectory that I have seen they are going, you might not see it. Until I ask them question, what are they trying to achieve? Because our people are actually trying to come out from one slavery, from one lies, which is Christianity lie. And people are calling another one Omenana lie. Are bringing Omenana lie, which promote Okite. Because that is one of the things that you see, they tell you they are under Ordinana. And now go Kite, now go Eluru, now go Ogwego. That is what they are promoting. That is what they are promoting. If you want to tell the people the truth, you tell the people the truth. That is the reason why I am also now inviting Mazi Dibia. Say, let him come, debate. Let us have a debate. So that we will, the stronger, if you are able to prove to me that the story or the history you are telling to our people, if it is actually superior to what I know about our history, which I spent very many years trying to discover, then I will bow down to you, to your own philosophy. If it is not, I will tell you to stop. And if you don't stop, I will now make you my topic. Because I don't want it to be, there are people, our people are very gullible. Very, very gullible. When we start doing the exposition now, you know what they will say? You are jealous. You are this. I am not jealous. And there is nothing to be jealous about. One thing is that we need the truth. Christianity told us their lies, and we are still grappling with that lie. And another people who come to tell you we are Omenana people, when we know that Omenana balu bala for Nanibo. We are Omenana people. We thought about Ordinana. They have now started placing it to Ordinana. We don't have a problem. As long as what you are feeding our people, as long as what you are feeding our people is tested and confirmed, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Because I have seen now everybody na turn to Dibia. Everybody, wherever you come from, you will Dibia. All this rubbish na kwakota from everyone for alo sapela na kwakota. Onyege bunia, who is going to take these things away from our land? Because some of you na je kotenku na amaro. Onye puto je bo je kolunko amaro bia. Ka we sawande mmadu libe follow. That is not Ifibia. We need the redemption. We need to redeem ourselves from our previous mistakes, so that we don't go back to that place. Because that is the same mistake we are taking ourselves back to. That is one thing we need to tell ourselves. I cannot be here and allow anybody to come up and start selling a narrative to exploit or psychologically manipulate or emotionally, exploit our people. It is not possible. If some of you who can buy it because you might not have the knowledge or exposed to what I know, Many people, when I talk about, they say, no, you are deep rooted in the Bible. You are deep rooted. Yes, I am deep rooted in the Bible. I have studied that book and other books. Because I don't study one book, I study many books, so that I will know what is written there, what I might find from there. So, if you believe that you are feeding our people better things than what others are telling them, let us actually come in and we explain to our people our philosophy. And why do you believe your philosophy is the best? That's it. So I am telling those of you who are listening. I know that, many of you who are friends to Mama Zidibia, friends to Matthias Ezak, and among others, all these people who I have seen, but where my focus is on Mazidibia. Let us try the spirit that he is bringing into our land. Let us actually examine the spirit that is bringing into our land, or the energy. For better word, I will say the energy that is bringing into our land and feeding to our people. We need to examine it and see where it is coming from. If it is a better philosophy, a better energy, we succumb to it. If it is not, we kick it back to the bottomless pit. Our people cannot suffer any other lies. We are Umuchukwu Okike Abiama. I bu Umuchukwu. I are there for alụsị apịla apị. I are there for osisi apịla apị. I bu Umuchukwu. If I malụ ndị bụ dibịa bụ ndị na-eje n'ọfịa gbata mgbọrọgwụ na mkpa akwụkwọ were ya merụ mmadụ alụ na aya arụ adị ya mma. Onye nwa bụ ndị ama bụ dibịa. Onye ọzọ akpọ dibịa bụ alụsị. Onye ọzọ na-eme ife ọzọ sị gị na ọ dibịa ọ alụsị ka ọ na-eme. I dey tell you, and that is the way it is. But let's join Radio Biafra quickly.
And this kind of animal is an animal. Will be in charge of our life.
Okay, we are still waiting for Mazi China Sanworu. But while we are still waiting for him, we will actually continue to, elaborate further on what we are saying. So those of you, and I have seen people on the comment section there where I made a post earlier, you know what they are saying? They are saying that I am looking for followers. Oh God. That I am looking for followers. That's why I am actually calling or picking on Ndodinana or Ndomenana. Tell them that you cannot give me a follower. I am a freedom fighter. You cannot give me a follower. I don't do what you do. No matter how much I do, it is not about followers. Because you don't know how many Facebook platforms that I control. There is a lot of them. So it's not about followers. It is about speaking truth to our people. It is about still instilling the knowledge of truth. What we are going through today, it is the lies that was fed to our people. That is what we are grappling with. We are trying actually our best to come away from it. So we cannot afford any other lie or more lies. We cannot afford them. And secondly, Peter Obi, you should stop deceiving ordinary people. The people who are dying because of no hospital, no good road, nothing, no infrastructural development, no electricity. There is nothing, no essential amenities that is actually there for our people. People are dying for curable illnesses in Nigeria. Those who are dying for those things, Peter Obi, you are not going to go to save them. You have seen Amechi Monago. All of you are aware about Amechi Monago. You are aware of it, right? Mr. Ibu, you are aware of it, right? These are the people we know. These are the people we see on our TV when we were actually, younger. We were seeing them on our TV screen. They couldn't even afford their medical, their adequate medical care. What about those who are not discovered? How many are people who are out there dying for the illness that was supposed to be discovered earlier if there is a good hospital? What about those people? We don't talk about them. We follow the trend, or we walk with the trend. Because those people are dying. They are dying. Monaco, you see how he looks. A celebrity. A celebrity. We used to think these celebrities, they can afford their shit. But you have seen, these people are suffering. What about our people who does not even have access to a clean water to drink? What about our people who does not even have access to a good infrastructure? They are living and feeding from hand to mouth. What about them? We don't know them. They are dying on a daily basis because they have no one to help them. They have no one to assist them. That's why they are dying on a daily basis. So what are we going to do about it? You are postponing a revolution, P2B. Your children, when they are sick, you fly them abroad. You take them to US, London. That's what you do, P2B. But you are telling people not to fight for their freedom. They should postpone the revolution. That is selfish. And all of you who see and still believe in this man called P2B, that he has anything to offer you on the Igbo presidency, all of you are delusional. Believe you me, you all are delusional. You are very, very delusional. We should understand that we need to be the ones to tell these people the time. So let us join Radio Biafra, but don't forget, you tell these people what time is it. They shouldn't tell you when to, go for your revolution. Revolution is now. It waits for no man. Time waits for no man. People are still dying for poverty.
The time I just wanted to join the broadcast, my Skype automatically signed out. I was surprised. That's why I quickly ran to the other phone looking for a backup Skype, which I sent you a message there. And while I'm trying to make sure that I come back here, and immediately I try to speak, it's also a kind of a network problem. But I hope we are good to go. Dear friends and all the lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. I am from Obingwa, and Obingwa is in Aba province. This evening, I have come to you people, I have come to you lovers of freedom, today 9th of November 2023. The year is fast.